we do see BA.5 have a growth advantage. It's the most transmissible variant we have seen of SARS-CoV-2. But I do want to warn people out there, the next variant I talk about will be more transmissible than the last because it has to outcompete whatever is circulating.
Over the course of the pandemic, the coronavirus that causes COVID-19 keeps powering up and infecting people, even getting people sick more than once or after they've been vaccinated. How does this keep happening? For the first stretch of the pandemic, just about everyone was susceptible to being infected. That meant that the fastest spreading version of the virus was going to become dominant. But as more people got protected, either through vaccines or previous infections, it put pressure on the virus to adapt in a different way if it wanted to keep spreading. That meant finding a way to infect those who already had some immunity.
As you get more and more immune individuals, the effect of transmissibility is not just infecting human cells better, it's dodging antibodies better.
This is called immune escape, or immune evasion. Here's how it works. When the coronavirus replicates, it makes little mistakes as it copies its genome. Most of the time, these mutations harm the virus or don't do anything at all. But sometimes, they alter how the virus looks to our defense systems, the viral equivalent of throwing on a wig and sunglasses. With these changes, the new form of the virus can sneak past our frontline defenders, called antibodies. These antibodies are like sentries, trained to detect certain pieces of the virus and stop it from infecting cells. They're made after a person's immune system fights the virus for the first time or gets trained by vaccines. Their main target is the virus's spike protein, which is what the virus uses to hack into our cells. If the virus picks up the right combination of mutations, it's like giving it spike protein plastic surgery. Our antibodies will have a hard time recognizing the virus, and it will be able to sneak past our antibodies and make us sick. Antibody levels also fall off naturally, so the longer someone is out from their last shot or infection, the more likely they are to get infected again. The initial Omicron variant did seem to be quite the spreader in and of itself, but one reason it became dominant globally was because it was better than earlier variants at infecting people with some protection. As Omicron kept evolving, new subvariants emerged and outcompeted their cousins.
And that's the interesting thing about BA.5. BA.5 escapes one of those key classes of antibodies that's like hitting the Achilles heel of the spike. And so it unlocked a whole bunch of new hosts for BA.5 that were unfertile for BA.2 or BA.1.
The good news is that we have other defense mechanisms that kick in and limit how sick the virus makes us. And for most people, the vaccines continue to protect against more serious illness, especially with boosters. If booster shots are going to be needed regularly, researchers will likely retool our vaccines again and again, because as we know, the virus will keep evolving.